CaliBunga! What's up everyone, it's Willette with Urbex and Coasters, and today we will be attempting to explore an abandoned water park here in San Jose, California. And let's see what we can do. I am parked at the Safeway because it is a paid parking to get into the public park where this abandoned water park is, and I don't want to pay for parking, so let's go check it out though. So here's the entry sign for the water park. You can see that right there. And then we're gonna walk into the main park here. The public park, that is. You can see it's a $6 parking fee. I turned around when I saw it. And there's your reveal. Look at those slides. And for the record, when I'm scouting the water park, I do know that there is in fact a way to get in. I'm not gonna just go in without scouting it out to make sure to see how surveilled it is, because, you know, we don't want to deal with any porkers. We don't want to deal with them. Just gonna put it out there, the bathroom stalls in this public park, unacceptable. I'm not even that tall. This is how high the walls go. That does not respect people's privacy. Luckily I was the only one in there, but I'm not comfortable with that. Now let's take a look inside. Here we go. So you can see the grass starting to get overgrown back here. Early signs of abandonment. All of the canopies seem to be in pretty good shape, which, I mean, you would expect. This is its first year of abandonment. And off in the distance, there's a look at the slides, plural. This part of the park looks like it's been abandoned a little longer. You can see canopies that clearly have been removed, that have an interior fence, like this area was not supposed to be inside of when the water park was still open. So gonna guess this part of it has been abandoned a little longer. And here is the business office. It's a bunch of trailers. Like, all these are considered their offices, I guess. You can see this is starting to get overgrown. As you can see, we've got signs like that. It's really not fair that they would do that. And oh, this looks like it very well might be accessible, because we've got the main entrance right here and the slides. They're very terrain based. Reminds me a little bit of Sandcastle, Kennywood's water park, to have them be terrain based like that. You can see they've got the height measure right there. Got that in there. You can see they've got stanchions in there. Wonder if we can get inside some of these. That one's locked. We're literally right here. That does have me a little nervous. I don't know if it's active though. There's one. That does not look active to me, but can't be sure. And here's a panorama of inside. Those green slides have a nice looking drop. If they were doing this, you know, they probably should have had more signage that they do it as a alert, because I mean, yeah, it can be pretty scary if you see what appears to be CPR and auditing of a lifeguard, because that would be a situation that looks scary. You can see that artificial turf, plants are starting to come up in it. You can see that those bushes clearly have not been grounds kept. And the slides with their glorious use of terrain. They're right there. If only that thing wasn't there. Oh, and I can see that that tent up there has fallen apart. Here's another look at those slides here, and we've also got slides over there, plenty of them. So I wanted to show off their pay parking machines. Turned off. This one isn't as graffitied as the other one. I mean, I don't like places that make you pay for parking, but do this, don't graffiti them. And there's a look at the slides. You can see the tube. There was a lift for the tubes. There's another angle of those slides. This door would be openable if it weren't for that. Here is another angle of this slide. And I think I hear the electric fence on, so that is something, but oh, it wouldn't be on because it's not a full circuit. That's got to be cicadas or something. I see something interesting poking up there. Let's see if we can see what it is. You've got a turbo drop slide there, like a floor drop speed slide. I can see that rocket is already pretty worn. That turbo away. Looks like that has already been pretty weathered. So that red and yellow one, that's a copy of Maui Wowie Bowl Slide. Then we have some other body slides right here. Gonna see what we can do. I see they're working there. I'm thinking we might be inspecting these slides for a prospective buyer to see the condition of them. They all said that they didn't have keys for the water park, so it doesn't look like I can carry out too much of an inspection, but I mean, if I zoom in here, you can see some components of the pump and evaluate the condition of that. Here's another shot of those slides. The slides are definitely salvageable. Like, I can say that from a distance, that, like, I mean, you run water down these slides and they're salvageable. It's just I need to inspect the condition of the pumps. And oh, what have we here? A way in. I don't know if I want to go too deep because it does seem that they locked this place up pretty good, but I mean, I can at least inspect the condition of some of this equipment up close. Here are the pumps. That one seems to turn pretty good. I mean, obviously the water is all turned off, so, like, I mean, they're actually in the on position by default. But these seem to be in pretty good shape here. We're definitely going to need to do some landscaping on those steps, at least at the bottom here. However, we can do a little bit of that, I guess. Got to pull these out, that's for sure. But we've got some weeds starting to pop up. Here's our underbelly of the bowl slide. You can see all of this pipe work. Seems to be holding up decently when I do that. However, I will mention that there are pieces of pipe work down there, probably pieces that have been replaced. It's weird to see these slides underneath like this, an angle like this. And as we can see, there is thematic element on this bowl, but it only goes so far. Ain't that funny? Dragon's Den. Same name as the one at Sandcastle. You can see another piece of the pump right here. There's your information on that. There is a look at some glorious looking terrain slides. The E-stop can't be pressed. Here's the run out of the drop slide. I think that's a Pro Slide logo right there. But here's your run out. And then of course we've got to inspect the conveyor belt. So essentially what would happen is the lifeguard would be down there and send the tubes into this and send them up the conveyor belt. And this bar right here stops people from going up. And I mean, I do have to say, with water parks like this, you know, what is the point of having a lift, actually constructing a literal lift, and not having it be something that you can ride up as part of the slide? There's no point to that. You can see some weeds are overtaking the path here. You can see Barracuda Blaster is the name of this slide. want to stay further away from the building. I do see cameras pointed this direction, so don't necessarily want to be in here too much longer. But you've got a climbing structure right here. Take a look at this pool here. And then you've got a bunch of slides over there. And then this artificial turf is already starting to be overtaken. This is a wave pool that has an enter and exit only area. It is weird to be in a water park in July and have it look like this. Great white shark. Can see some cool bit of theming there. I mean, this is an angle of the slide tower that I did not think we would get. But yes, this purple slide has glorious use of terrain right here. Got a lazy river. The blue slide also seems to have pretty good use of terrain. I'm not going to climb the slide towers because, I mean, that would make it too obvious that I'm in here. However, there is a kiddie slide here that I might be willing to try to ride. All right. This looks like a rideable dry slide. Actually, it is a dry slide. There is no way for water to go into it. Landscape structures, that's a playground manufacturer. Woo! I mean, I might be the only one who rides that slide in 2026. Back there. I might be the only one who rides it. Look at that slide, the double down. That looks fun. Not rideable, not in dry conditions. These would have had tents on them. Or that would have been a stage or something. I mean, I think I might be the first explorer to go into this water park. Here's another shot of that slide tower. Here is a shot of the park map. Little Dipper 208. What, did RMC put 208 track on Little Dipper at Six Flags Great America? Luckily, that rule does not apply to us when we are urbexing. You can see that little pool of water did not drain. Here you go for your manufacturer plate. Built-in house. Here goes a built-in house slide here at CaliBunga. Woo! That was fun. let's get the other one. Okay, I realize I just videoed myself doing it, but those slides are fun. You've got the board head bar. Looks like they have a lot of surfboards there. And we have another one of those built-in house slides that we're gonna do. Here's a look at those green slides. Definitely dangerous with that drop. Oh. All right, this is the biggest of the built-in house slides. We have our manufacturer plate right there. And there you go. We have all three of our built-in house slides. We've ridden all three of them here at CaliBunga. You know, the non-clones that you can't find anywhere else. We rode all of them. That's got to count for something. I'm not going to spend too much time back here because these buildings are where there are most likely to be cameras. Here are those three slides we just rode. So as far as riding slides here, we've ridden 4 of them that are rideable without water. So, you know, I feel like that has gotta count for something. And we're gonna walk back through the endless river. So this actually shows you how a lazy river works. So you see it goes down and then into these things for the pumps and continues to have a downstream current, and these up steps are always where the water goes to make sure that there can be a current that is going through. This river itself is in pretty good shape. There's another shot of those slides. We can see the pipes in there, so that's what's underneath those. You can see the holes for water to enter and exit that pipe right there. In this area, we can hear water running, and you see the snake head on those dueling body slides. Perhaps those are mat racers. You can see the power here is definitely turned off, but that thing's on. And there's some water on. And again, as you saw, did not climb any fences. Simply walked right in. Here's a look at the run out of these slides. You can get another shot from over there, so we'll do that on our way out. Pretty cool looking water park, honestly, with all this theme. Appreciate that it's a max weight and not a max height. And here you can see the run out pool. And then we're gonna go under this to get out exactly how we came in. There's the Dragon's Den sign. And I'd say that completes our inspection. So our contact wasn't here, but we still we're able to complete the inspection of the water park, and for whoever my contact is that is way up above me that is looking to buy it, I say that this water park is in excellent condition and is able to be restored. It just needs a few pieces of landscaping work to get back up and running, basically like any water park would after an off season.